Hey everybody, Eileen Hull here. How are you today? I am excited. I kind of have things organized for once, except that. So I hope you all are doing well. Let's see who's here. I see Dorothy, Charlotta, Avril. I feel like Romper Room. Karen Gartland, one of the Karens. I see Teresita, Laura, Leslie. How are you guys? All right. I did a lot of stuff today that I had to do that I should have done when I first got home. I paid the bills and I did some stuff for my brother that I was supposed to do, and I just feel very accomplished. However, I have been getting up at 6 in the morning and I don't like it, but I'm sure that'll change. But anyway, when you get up at 9 o'clock, or I mean well, by the time I got moving and a shower and all that, it was 9 o'clock. So, hey, Carrie Hubers. Hi, Brenda from South Carolina. All right, so today we are going to make, let me show you the picture. Hopefully I can make it look like this. But that is Santorini. That's like this little town that was built on the cliff. And I really wanted to replicate that in a shadow box and make them for my friends that went with us, and one for us to keep because it was just so pretty. I have this picture in my mind. I probably can't make it that good, but you know, I fooled around with it and I did a little bit. I got my shadow box made, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's got like what's supposed to look like stucco on it. And so anyway, we are going to make something like that today. I have all my little houses cut out, and we might need some more little white houses. And it says my extra camera got turned off. I don't know why. All right, let's get it back on there. Okay, we're good. So anyway, a couple things that I wanted to talk about first, and let me go back to comments here. And I wanted to ask you guys, hi, Isabel. Hey, Jen Ray, Originals. And I think I said Carrie. First of all, I got a package from Leslie, and I didn't open it. I think I'll wait until we turn the camera down so you can all see what's in it, but it looks good. So I think it's for my birthday that's coming up, which I'm trying not to think about. But, oh, hey, Teresita. Hi, Joe. How are you? Hope you're doing good. We're going to have an announcement coming out soon, Teresita and I, so stay tuned. One thing that happened was yesterday I met a friend of mine who I knew from when the kids were in high school, and we made sweatshirts. We had them made for their booster club, and I ran into her down at Dairy Queen. Hi, Diana. And we were talking, and I had she does a company that makes promotional products. So she had done the sweatshirts and they were really nice. I'm still wearing mine like 20 years later or 30 years later. What did I know? 20. Anyway, maybe 30. So I wanted to get with her. No, it's not a significant one. It's one I just want to forget about. Nope. um, it's fine. I'm happy to have one. But anyway, I was talking to her and I realized that I'm out of tote bags. Like I finally sold my last one. It was a canvas one on black and it said keep calm and craft on, have my little trailer. And so I wanted to update that and I wanted to talk to you guys because um, I wanted to see what you liked. So she and I met yesterday for yes, 19 again, of course. Dorothy. Uh hey Brenda. I met with her and she brought a sample tote bag and I really liked how it looked. It has a zipper, which the other one didn't have, and it's light, but it's strong. And I brought the dies and they fit in it. And she said you could probably carry like 7 or 8 of them for the weight of the tote bag. So I thought, okay, that's good. So, t-shirt with my logo. Okay, I'm looking at the bag right now. The reason I like the bag is that you have to, with the t-shirts, you have to order all the different sizes. And what I did was I got I got them in my size and I wore them. And then if people wanted them, I would have to put in another order with their size. And, anyway, it was a little tricky with the inventory and the prices because the less you order, the higher the price is. So that's why the tote bag is just kind of anybody, it's one size fits all. And they're handy. You can use it for anything. Hey, Susan Siebert, I don't see you here, but hi. 16 plus tax. What does that mean, Leslie? Is that what they should cost? Do you guys have a number for a price? I thought it was pretty reasonable, but tell me. What I thought I would do is I want to design a couple designs, put them in the fan club, and see if you guys like them, and have you vote on them basically, and have that information in there before I go and place because I have to order 100, and it's a pretty good investment. So I want to make sure that it's something everybody likes. I was thinking it's a gray tote, and I was going to do white lettering because it really popped on there. So just in one color. So anyway, that was my initial thought. So when I put it up in the fan club, you guys let me know what you think. Okay. I just wanted to run it by you to let you know that's something I'm thinking about. Okay. The other thing is today. Oh, okay. Totes are always necessary. I mean, just for me, the many places I always bring them on a trip because I pack them in the thing. Either I put my art supplies in them and then they're contained in the suitcase. And then when I go somewhere, they're already in there, so I can just keep them. I mail all your Etsy stuff. I use my tote bags and bring them to the post office to mail. I put groceries in them, really strong, not teal. I know. I could do a teal color though. I could do a teal ink. I'm not sure how it would stand out is the only thing. She had a sample that had the white. Maybe I can see if she could send me a picture of the sample and I could show you. But anyway, cushion cover with logo. Cushion cover. Okay. I have a big collection too, but I use them. Like now, they charge us 5 cents for a grocery bag. So I always bring in like 3 or 4 when I go food shopping. I use them all over the place. So anyway, I love tote bags also, Leslie, and all. Hey, Diane, how are you? So right now, Karen, I'm really only looking at doing one item. Okay. There is another way that we could do it. They have these shops called, they're all different ones, but they're print on demand. And so that way we could do more than one thing. Hey, Amy Powers. Oh, you have a new handle. How are you? You're on YouTube. Okay, very good. Hope you're doing well. We're talking about ordering tote bags. So anyway, that's my thought. I will put it up in the fan club. And if there's something else that you want more than a tote bag, let me know and we can talk about it. But right now, I need tote bags, so I was thinking of ordering them. So, hi, Lori Lois. What a cool name. How are you? Good to see you. So that's what I want to talk about. Also, Frank Garcia class. I forgot to talk about this the other day. Basically, I'm not sure if we have enough people for me to go out to California next week. So it was bad timing. I mean, I didn't get back till later in the week and in the month. And anyway, I don't know how that's going out there with signups, but I'm going to have a call with them tomorrow. And if we don't have enough people for class, then I'm not going to go, which I'm sad about because I did all the work on making the projects and they're really cute. So anyway, if you're thinking about going, sign up today or tomorrow morning because we have to make the decision tomorrow. I still haven't got my plane ticket. It's one of those things, so if you live near California and you have wanted to visit Frank Garcia's studio, it is gorgeous. It is worth going to see the studio. But anyway, let me know or sign up if you're interested. Okay, I'll let you know what happens. What else? Oh, I'm having a sale because I figured out how to do it. Now we're having a sale today on the dies that I am going to be using in today's class. And the sale is 25% off each of these. So if you, are interested, if you don't have them and you might want to after today, you can order them and get them on sale. Okay. The other thing was I did go to Dollar Tree the other day. Hey, Lori, how are you? Iron-on transfer. That's true. I don't know if they do iron-on transfers. We could see. Do a Zoom class. You have the dies. Oh, that's a good idea, Brenda. That is a great idea. All right. Well, if it doesn't happen, then we'll do a Zoom class. Okay. Hey, Dana Fink. Oh, wow. No, I am not going to go to the expo in Sacramento. You know what? It's a promotional thing. So mostly they put the transfers on items and they sell them. So anyway, I don't know if they have them, but I will check it out. Okay. All right. Let me turn the camera down and we can take a look at what Leslie sent and also what I got at Dollar Tree, and then we'll start a project. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, I have to add it to the stage. That would be helpful. Here we go. All right. There's my little hand. Wait a minute. Where did it go? Why is it not, wait, maybe it's not plugged in. Hang on. Well, that's going to be a problem. Maybe it wasn't, there we go. Okay. I think it was the thing got jiggled around. All right. So let's put our little helping hand up there. We're using that for class. All right. You have 2 sets of the Shadowbox. Oh, that's good. Wow. You are ready. Would they sell fabric patches? I don't know about that. I should see if they have a catalog online. I'm sure they do. In fact, I think she sent me the link. I'll have to go look. Okay. This is what I got from Leslie. Thank you so much, Leslie. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I see pecans and that's looking pretty good. It looks so perfect. I didn't want to. Oh. All right. I don't know how I'm going to get this out. I'm going to have stuff on my desk here. What could it be? All right. Let me put these peanuts back in here. Right. Thank you so much. She said, happy birthday. Many wishes, Leslie and Jeff. You are so nice and so kind. You do that every year. And I can't tell you how fun it is and how much I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Oh, oh no. There goes the losing the weight again. Guys, I think I know what this is, and I am going to have one. If it is what I think. I hope anything is good, but let's see. Oh, yeah. Pralines. Oh, my Lord. These are so good, guys. All right, I have to just a bite. All right, I'm having a bite. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, they're so fresh. Yummy. And, ooh, honey toasted pecans. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. Leslie, thank you. And Jeff, thank you so much. Last time I showed Hayward and I shared them, I don't know. I might wait a couple days if there's any left. Ah. All right, one more bite. It's almost dinner time. Look at these. Mmm. So good. Mmm. All right. If the project goes bad, I always have my pralines. If you guys haven't had them, you need to try them. Okay. Yum. They are good, Brenda. Really soft and fresh. So a couple of things I wanted to show you. You know, we were talking about printing on leather, and I did do it, and it came out pretty cool. I didn't do such a great job of cutting, but it's not bad. But that'd be a cool keychain, I think. And this is one that I did on the same leather, but for like a little book cover or something. And I have another one. I don't know where it went, but it came out pretty cool. All right. Here is my Dollar Tree stuff. So I think I've seen these before, but I didn't buy them. And this time when I looked at it, it's like, wait a minute, this could be so many things. First of all, you get 9 of these little containers that you can put whatever you want in, but they could hold beads or little extra things that you need, like, you know, those bulb pins or snaps or just little grommets or, you know. But also, even if you took them out, what I was thinking was for a palette, because I could use this to blend, and I could put colors in here and blend them. And so if I wanted to take this as little, like a little travel journal or a travel watercolor kit, you could do that. Now, the only thing is, I'm not sure, they don't screw on. They just, you know, come on and off. So I'm not sure how much they would stay closed. So I would either have to have tape or, I don't know. Still, for $1.25, I thought that needs some experimenting. All right. This is the other thing, and I always look, there's a section that's for like girls, you know, die cut letters. That would be a good thing. Yes, I like also the print on the leather. I think I did it a little hard, so it smushed a little, but it still looks pretty cool. This comes from the part where they have like young girls items, you know, like little teeny bopper things, but sometimes they have good stuff. So this one I thought was pretty cool. They're pencils, and I was wondering if maybe I could like stencil on it. It's like a vinyl, but I bet you could put, you know, vinyl letters or die cut, you know, vinyl and do some kind of thing. And I don't like the color of the zipper with this. They had a really bright green, but it's a big size, you know. Yes, a palette for watercolors. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, they're over. I don't know where they would be, Jen, but I do like it. And, you know, the zipper worked well and it seemed pretty good. I think it has possibility. So I did get one. Okay. And the last thing is, I had never seen these before, and there were all different kinds of them. It's like parchment paper. And I hadn't even opened it yet, so I don't know, but they had like SpongeBob and they had Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse. They had, you know, the turtles. But what I thought was, it's like a parchment or like a vellum. And even to wrap a little gift or to use in a journal or make a little envelope out of, it's cute. Isn't that adorable? So I got it. I thought about the Mickey Mouse and the Minnie Mouse, but this seemed really cute. I mean, you could cut them out, you could decoupage them. It's kind of a waxy finish to it. It's really pretty nice. And there's a good bit on here, maybe, almost 10 feet by 11 and 11.8. So what I should do is have it like that, so I can use the little dispenser. Also, I wanted to say that I went ahead and I found some glycerin, and I had to look all over for it, but I finally found it in a drugstore in CVS, and it was only 6 ounces of it. But I decided to preserve some of the leaves that I found because I want to be able to use them at any time of the year. And this way it'll keep them fresh and, you know, I can use them for the embossing and stuff that we did the other day. So they're soaking right now. So you have to do 1 part glycerin to 2 parts water. So I don't know. I'll let you know how it goes. They're supposed to be in there like 2 or 3 days. So I'll take them out and I'll show you next time how it goes. Okay. All right. What else? Also, my friend Marla, I haven't talked to her, but my friend Amy did. And she wasn't able to get chemo. Something happened. Her bile duct is blocked, so they can't do the surgery yet. But anyway, some of you were asking, and I just wanted to let you know, it's her anniversary today, 56 years. And, you know, she looked happy, and I saw a picture on Facebook, and, I'm going to call her, but I just have been so trying to get stuff done and, you know, check stuff off the list. I want to wait until I have time to talk with her. So anyway, thank you for wondering about her and asking. So I have no idea when I can watch you live in a good long time. Well, good, Cheryl. I'm glad you're back. Glycerin and craft card makes fab faux leather effect. Yeah. Well, I saved 2 ounces of it because I wanted to try some stuff. But all right, let's get going on our project. Let me show you what I have so far. And I am going to go ahead and because I need to have 3 total of these, so I might as well, you know, start making them now. So we'll make one of these today. Oh, shoot. I just saw that I missed a couple sides here. Oh, good. I can catch up. This is just a piece of watercolor paper that I decided I'm going to put behind my little shadow box. And then my other thought was I took a piece of watercolor paper and I'm going to paint this like a gray. And then I'm going to put those houses all up here as though you're looking at them and that's the water and sky beyond. I mean, I'm not trying to be some crazy design here. I just want to get the idea of houses on top of a hill and the blue and white, because that's what I remember about it. The last thing I was going to do, I found this sea glass and I couldn't figure out what I would do with it, but I was thinking I would just write on top of this. So I did, how does that go? Like that. So I traced it and then, you know, kind of did my writing there. And then I'm going to lay this on here and hope that my pen doesn't bleed on the sea glass. It might. I probably should prime this first because that's the only one I have that's that shape. But I thought the clear would be cool, and then I can just embed it. I don't know what I'm going to do on the others because I only have one like that, but I do have a couple other pieces. So anyway, that is my thought process on what I would like to do for this project. So let's get started and cut our shapes out. So what I did was, this is the die, like I said. This is the Shadowbox 2, and these are the two sides. We're going to need 4 total because we're making that little rectangle. I actually thought after it, maybe I should have done a bigger, you know, like 4 of these to give me a little more room, but I had already made it. I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with this. This is to cut like pages that give like a little hill, but what I need is something a little steeper, so I'm not going to use that. But then the other thing that we're going to use is this die, which is called Shadowbox Elements, also on sale. Yes, that's true. I was thinking about that, Leslie, because there is a church and it has a blue dome, and I didn't have any of my little pieces that were rounded. So I was thinking about doing that. I hadn't cut them all, but this is 2 sets of these. But what I did was I just connected these all with a piece of washi tape and cut them in like strips. It's like right here. And then I cut them down because they're too big. So we'll get to that, but let's just go ahead and cut them right now. So are you guys having a good week? I opened a new set of cutting pads. It's exciting. All right, we're going to have to do these separately. They'll go quick. So we need 2 long ones and 2 shorter ones. It's been a while since I made a shadow box, and it was fun. And you know, if you didn't want to do the white with the texture, you could paint it, or you could use, I like to use file folders, actually. They have a good feel to them, strength-wise, and they just hold up really well, hold their shape. The others, you know, I've packed them in my suitcases for when I go to a trade show, and they kind of, sometimes the paper ones, if it's not made out of strong enough, it kind of caves in a little, but that's me toting it around, not, you know, it's kind of extra strength. Not what you guys would do. You probably make it and hang it up, but it gets packed in and out a million times. So all right, almost done. Surprised you don't have the new Streamline Big Shot. Oh, I need to call them. I was on the trip and I saw it when I was over there in the UK, and I think I have to request it from the US. You know, that's where I would get it. Oop, that one I did too close to the end, so I'm going to have to cut that one. Don't do that. I put it too close to the end and it didn't cut. All right, and now I need one more big one and we're good. So I don't know if I said, but I'm cutting this out of watercolor paper. And this has a nice feel to it too. Nice and sturdy. Yeah, I want to try that big shot. It's pretty. It looks nice. Okay, so let's put this together. And I don't know if you all have seen it, but they go together really easy. So what I'm going to do is first fold them over, all of them, and I did go ahead and use my bone folder to make sure they had a nice crisp fold, but I don't know if that matters. What die set is this? It is this one right here. This is the Shadowbox 2 Thinlits. I don't know why they put it in this huge packaging. I don't know. And then we're going to make our little houses using the Shadowbox Elements set. So these are available on my Etsy store. Actually, there is, wait a minute, let me give you the coupon code. I don't know if you need to have it, but wait a minute, let me see. Yeah. It's this right here. I did EHB Day. So it's near my birthday, so I thought, let's just have a sale. So if anybody is interested, you can go on my Etsy store, which is this one right here. Wait a minute. That's my Etsy shop, Eileen Hall, etsyshop.com. And then you just do EHB Day when you go to checkout, and that will give you the sale. It goes for a week, so if you see this later, that's okay too. All right. Yellow, what is she saying? Picture, color? Oh, aqua big shot. Yeah, that would be beautiful, wouldn't it? It would make me happy every time I looked at it. They had one a while ago that was a aqua, but it had like swirly things, and I don't know. I would just like a nice, clean, pretty aqua, like the white and gray, but with aqua instead of the white. That would be my dream, but that's all right. They work good, and that's what I care about, really. All right, so I'm just bending over on all the score lines so they are ready to glue. And then I'm going to take this is our glitter glue. You could use whatever. And I'm going to glue these together. Don't put them too close to the edge or they will squeeze out like I just did. You want them to just... Now, you could use anything because I'm going to cover over this with texture paste. And I'm going to be using the light and fluffy to do that. But, you know, just press that down a little bit and that will be fine. I just tried to run a line. Whoop, I missed. But we're going to be covering this with texture paste, so that's okay. I think I'm finally caught up with laundry. Then I thought, you know, I need to get rid of some of my clothes because I don't even know the last time I did a big purge. So this morning I looked under my bed and I got rid of some stuff that I've had forever. I found a sweater that my mom made me. She knit it. I was going to bring it down and show you, but I was going to wash it first. She did a nice job. And also 3 pair of socks that she knit me. So I'm going to be going up there next, probably in November, to visit Mom. And I'm talking with my siblings about options. And I don't know. I gotta see. We don't want to burden my sister who, mom is living there, so we're trying to come up with some other ideas like going more often. And so, okay, so the next thing is now we have all our sides, and the way that they go together is so easy. The one thing you have to remember is always have this, like, you just think of it as this is going to be a mitered corner here. So all of these have to go this way. They're going to fit into each other. And what I do is I use my scoring board, kind of line them up so they stay square. So, oh, thank you. Thank you, Leslie, for doing that listing. All right. I don't know where Glum is today. I hope she's doing all right. Facebook has been weird. Okay, so we are just taking a little one and a big one. We're going to take the end of the big one, making sure that this is lined up and ready to receive the next one. And you're just going to press that in. And make that little corner there. And then you can go to your board and just make sure it's all even. And sometimes there is a little gap here. And what I do is I take a piece of where is it? Scotch tape. I don't have the good kind, so this is shiny. So I don't care right now because I know I'm going to be doing that texture paste on top of this. But if you have the matte tape, you can't even tell. Or you could use washi tape and just kind of, close in that gap. Sometimes you get that. Oh, I didn't know that I need to take that banner thing off. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so that is one corner. Just make sure they're square because in the end, you're going to be left with some kind of lopsided monstrosity. So just try to make sure that these are straight. And I add glue on the inside here and here so that things stick down. Okay, and then just put that through. Now, we're not too worried about this because we know we're going to add the texture paste on top. So I'm not really that worried if it's a little bit off because you're not going to see it with all the stuff that's going on with the texture paste. So, but these are actually coming out pretty good. So, let's see what you guys, if you have any questions. Okay. Yep, that looks pretty good. Now the last one, you have to do two at one time. So I just put the glue on both things and kind of ease them in. And I do this end too. This is really a fun project. Now there's also Shadowbox 1, and that coordinates also. That is a little bit smaller than this, and it makes like a little 3-inch square shadow box, which is really cute. And it will work with this. So if you wanted to do one long side and one tiny side, you could do that. It's the same dimension and everything. This one is always tricky because you're pushing the same time. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So just make sure, again, that these are square. I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? Oh, hey, Dorothy, you moved to Facebook. Okay. That's good. Yes, this is fun. Okay, so this is going to be a nice dimensional little. All right, so there's one. And see how sturdy that is? It feels good. You know, it's going to feel better after we get that stuff on it. All right, I'm going to put my cap on. All right, so let's go to town. I think I have enough. I just globbed it on. At first, I thought, well, you know, I'm gonna make it more textured, but then I did that and I didn't like it. I just like the kind of stucco look. So I'm just gonna glob on a bunch of it. It's really fun. And I thought about doing another. I actually thought about doing a file folder, but then I thought, well, if I did a color, it could show through, and so that's why I just thought watercolor paper is white or an off-white, and that way, if I missed a spot or something, you won't even be able to tell. So that's what I did. So I'm just coating this, and I'm not going to be working with this one because it is it's going to be wet. So I will use the dry one that I already made, but I kind of want to finish this so I can have another one drying, and then I'll only have one more to make, and I'm going to save these for Christmas and give them to our friends that we went with. So we need a little more. You keep tapping the thumbs up to like it, but it's not showing. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. You know, I don't hardly ever do anything with texture paste, but I really like it. You can, you know, now if you were going to do a different kind of memory, or, you know, you could tint this, there's lots of stuff you could do with it. But I just like the white because that was the color of the place. And I don't know if I told you, but when we were in Mykonos, also in Greece, they said there is a color. And Leslie, you had asked about the door. There's actually a color called Mykonos blue that everybody uses for their architecture and all their art and stuff, that I don't know if it's copyrighted or how that works, but that's what they use there. Everybody uses that one color. It's really pretty. I would call it like a cobalt kind of. So the other thing I was thinking was today, when I have a hand, I want to check in on our Instagram people because I never get to say hi to them because I don't see their comments on my feed here. But I just hope that's, you know, somebody I know is watching. And if anybody has a question, they can answer it. But thank you, Instagram people, for watching. I wish I could talk to you. And if you get little things in it, just try to get them out. It's a little messier than I thought, but anyway, it's fun. Yeah, I'm going to need some more of this stuff. I hope I have enough for my 3. I don't know. I'm probably using more than I need, but got a little carried away. Now this tape is coming off. I'm just going to take it off. We don't need it now. I don't have enough hands here. Do you guys like to do messy crafts? I'm just going to kind of fill that in there, that little gap, if I can. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough. Well, gee, I'll have to go down to my scrapbook store. That's torture. You know, if I didn't have enough, it probably, you wouldn't even know. On this one. But I definitely don't have enough for another Shadowbox. But anyway, here it is, guys, in all its glory. And then just kind of go around and pick off the big lumps that look weird. All right, you need a pro for lives to link Instagram comments. Yes, that would be nice. Okay, let me see what they're doing. Hi, Instagram people. How are you? I don't see any comments. I think people pop in and out. Oh, I see. Amy, are you there? I only see there's only one person on. Okay. Anyway, all right. That looks good. So I'm just going to take this whole thing and set it aside. And I'm going to work with the one that's done. Okay. Sorry, that took a little while, but, you know, see how to do it. And it's kind of fun. Hey, Christy Sparks. Americana has the small bottles of ocean blue that looks like Mykonos blue. Oh, cool. Yeah, it is so pretty. Now, my watercolor is not exactly probably right, but mine is just going to show the sea and the sky. So that, you know, I did my own thing for that. Okay, so I'm just going to get a paintbrush out. Actually, maybe a bigger one. And I have some water. And, oh shoot, I didn't cut a piece of paper. All right, well, we need something like that. It's not exact. This is going to go underneath the shadow box. So it doesn't matter, you know, as long as it fit. I cut it a little smaller. So when we can trim up around it and then put another backing on it after to make it look nicer. So what I want to do is basically, what I did was I did the whole thing in blue, but it would depend on what kind of thing that you're doing here. So, and then I was playing around with like clouds. So I took a little piece of paper towel and just kind of made a little kind of circle out of it. And use that to blot, because you can kind of see the shape of this is going to be what comes off. So anyway, let's just fiddle around here. Oh, that's nice. Shoot. Oh, that works. And I use this, I don't know what color they call it. I think it was that one. Yeah. So I just used that. Now you could paint the whole thing. I'm just going to do a wash of this blue color over my whole page. And then I'm going to do another layer, which is the gray. It's the cliff kind of thing where it's going to sit. You want to make sure you make enough. not too dark. Test it on your, ooh, that's kind of bright. So you have to go. Okay, your dog had an operation. Oh, okay. Good seeing you, Diane. I hope your doggy does okay. One more thing. All right. So let's just, yeah, that's good. Lots of water. So this is going to be my sea and sky. I should have a thing under this, but, and then I'm just going to, the good thing is if I do too much, I can always just go right over it and it will forgive me. I don't know how far my sky is going to be, so let's just... All right. We don't really need this because you're not going to see it, but okay. So now I've got my sky background, and this one I have already cut to go here, and let's work on here because this is dry, and we'll just let that one dry over there. And then I was going to do a gray and put my little white houses, which I've cut, on the gray because they'll pop. Otherwise, they're not going to show up. You know, if we did it, if the cliff was white, and the cliff was not white anyway. The cliff was, well, it was kind of a gray. I need paint on this. My label sheets, I love them. All right, so let's do kind of a grayish, brownish. All right. Okay, so let's, yeah, that's good. That will show off our little white houses. And what I might do is wipe or dry brush some of these so it's not so, you know, what do I mean? It's not so patterned looking. I'd like to do, this is where we went up that hill with the donkeys. I did take my, I want this to be kind of textured, but oh, that's not bad. I did cut a deer and trimmed his ear off a little bit. And I took his nose off a little to make him look like a donkey. I was going to maybe put him down here, kind of a joke, but we'll see. All right, that's not bad. All right, so I'm going to let that dry too. And now I just want to show you what I did with the houses, which was, I had a thought on these houses. I cut them, but then I don't know, they don't look solid. You know, they look like you can see through them when we put them on that brown, but I think I want to put colors back here. So what I did was I looked through. I'm going to move this stuff because I don't think we need this anymore. Use your paper towel to remove the rock. That's a good idea. Where'd it go? It's kind of a street. I don't know. It's like the whole side of a mountain, but yeah, that's... Oop, might be too late. Yeah. Well, I could always add more. I'm not too worried about that. That's kind of a background. That means I did it too late, so I'm going to not worry about it. But that is a good idea. I have a couple more to do, so thank you, Leslie. All right, I'm going to take out this little pastel papers scraps that I have. And I was thinking, like, these are some that I cut. And what happened was, when I put them on there, they're kind of a little too big, you know, to be up on that hill. So I cut them down. So where did my thumbs go? So like this one, you know, I just chopped it off. This one I was gonna do because I think that shape is kind of cool. Oh, and the other one was, you know, I bet if we use this little one, that would make a nice dome. Or actually, it's pretty big. Yeah, I think that one. So we could paint that one too. Maybe a little darker. All right, so let's just cut a couple and you can see what I mean. Too much junk. All right. All right, here is... Let's see. I could use my little round cutting pin. Also, I did some more experimenting with the leaves, and I'm going to do a reel. I had everything all laid out, and I just didn't get to do it last night. I fell asleep. I have been so tired. I thought I was over this jet lag, but where did I put them? Can I fit that way? I have more paper. Let me just cut this strip here and then... Can this fit? Yeah. Look at that. I do love this thing. I've been using it a lot. Let's see. You get all these little shapes here. Okay. All right. I might have to look back on my picture I put up to see how to do that round. Like, I think it's a church. Wait a minute. Let me just put this up here so you can see it. See that there's actually a couple of them, those domes. So it has a blue top. Okay, there's two of them. Oops, wait a minute. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty good proportion if I make it taller. So what I'm thinking is I should leave these little pieces in. So like this, I probably ought to leave that there and just tape it on the back so it stays and it looks solid. You know what I mean? Otherwise, or I could paint their front door. Oh, where did I put that tape? Here it is. This is so tiny. Anyway, we're getting kind of in the weeds here, but I wanted it to look nice. It's like a little collage. I know I'm going to love it when I get it done. And see on here, I can keep that door in, and I can just paint that if I want for a little color. And I can also keep these windows in and other things without having to worry about it. Because otherwise I would have to go through and find all these little tiny squares, put them back in there. This way they stay. I guess I could glue it too. Are you guys still there? This is totally boring. Sorry. A lot of details here, but it's tiny. All right, we're almost there. So what I thought I would do is where's my pokey tool? I thought I would like pop them out, you know, some of them with some little foam tape, which I didn't get out. And I hope I have around somewhere. But I know it's in a drawer right nearby. Sorry, guys. You're here. Oh, thank you, Charlotta. You are such a pal. I feel like there's nobody here. I don't know what is going on with Facebook, and I am not the only one because I was watching Anne and Lisa yesterday on Bella Crafts, and they had the same thing. Like, they don't even know if they're live when they're doing it. It's like, this is crazy. All right, so let's get our blue. And let me just lay this out here. What do you think? So I need to do that blue. Let me just, I'm not going to bring everything back in here. I'm just going to take my blue and paint this. Not really blue, no. Okay, that had little windows and stuff, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's more the idea of it, not so much realistic. Obviously, if I have little donkeys. All right, let's see if these look better. So this one I just kind of chopped. And this one I used for a house too. And they kind of just overlook the water. And this was closer. Wait a minute. Let me get that straight. Sorry if this is probably really boring. I just want to do it. There. Well, it's not as dark as I had it, but I can go back and do that. Okay, so this I would put like in the forefront like that. Anyway, this is the idea. And then, you know, if I wanted to paint these doors, I could. That one looks too tall. See, this one I cut, but let's do that one too. You know, so they're all kind of packed in together, which they were. And then I think it would be fun to have some over kind of standing up here, you know, so it's right, this is the one. Let me see if I can find my dots. All right, I have a giant bag. Oh, and there's lots of little ones. That is good. I hardly ever use these because they're a pain. All right. Cool. This is going to turn out nice. Hopefully. Well, one of them probably won't, and that will be mine. Oh, yes, it is a good memory, Isabel. All right, that one can go under, so I'll glue that one down. I don't know if this is a good idea to start gluing them, but I just want to kind of get... I'm going late. I'm so sorry, guys. See, I was thinking these, and I kind of want them to, you know, be wonky here. I was thinking to put like this behind, you know, like for the door. That would be just a little color. So, because they were not totally, you know, all white, but pretty much. So let's just do a little bit of color. Oh, I went the wrong side. Sorry, guys. I think maybe I should just go and finish this up, and then I can show you how it comes out in the group, perhaps. I'll put a picture up when I'm done. But you guys get the idea, right? I was going to pop up the background. Well, I could do that if I cut this so that this fit in here, you know, and then I could have that setting inset there like that. But it's too big, so I would have to trim off a little. So I think I will do that. All right, sorry guys that this took so long, but just have a bite of praline. Actually, Hayward just came home, so and I'm kind of hungry, which I know how to fix that. Never boring. I was. Oh, sorry. I wish I could give you all a bite. You would love it. I think a pink one would be pretty too, background. Because it was pretty pastel. I didn't see anything red or brown, which was nice. Some of the towns really were very brown. But then you looked in the ocean. All right, so this one is going to be like standing out a little. See, I think I am going to like... I'm going to mark this and then trim it. And then that can go, you know, I can pop it against there. All right. I made a decision, so that's good. Now be looking, I'm going to try to work up some designs for the tote bags. So I will put them in the fan club. And if you guys, you know, just tell me what you think about it. Because I want to make what you guys want. So within, you know, what the people can make for me. All right. Sorry, that went down the wrong way. All right. Thank you guys for coming. I will see you on Tuesday, okay? Get it complete. I want to, but I got to go have dinner and a praline. Oh, I forgot to put on the light. Oh, that's probably why I was reaching to do that. And I think I messed up. Oh, God. Anyway, guys, I'm still trying to get back here. All right. My brain is not off vacation mode. It's still wishing I was there. So, all right. Well, take it easy. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay. All right. Bye.